Oh, well, hello. Good morning, everyone. Can you hear me? Type in yes. Type in yes if you can hear me. I hope you are full of energy so that we can. Awesome. Thank you, David. Yeah. How was yesterday? How did you like it? As Andrea asked, what did you enjoy most about yesterday? Hello, Susan. Hello, Martin. David likes my humor. That's good. That's good. Okay, so what is very important today is to have the phone app CapCut downloaded because we're going to use it for editing. Today, we're going to record another video, but I will also show how to do some basic editing. Just some trimming, adding captions, and also, yes, for all of those who want to know how can I hide my wrinkles a little bit. Yes, I'll also show how to do that. But you need the phone app CapCut. I have highlighted it here in yellow on the slide. The app exists for iPhones and Android phones, so you should be able to find it. And I think everything I will show today will also work with the free version. So please take a minute and download the app. Otherwise, you cannot follow along. You know that there is only 5 minutes that we have to record the video and then edit it and post it. Well, maybe I will give you a minute longer or 2 minutes longer for editing. We'll see. Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. People like that I'm being reactive, and that is something that we take very seriously at Growth Academy. All right. Well, like the video stream, share it. And while you all are going to install the CapCut app on your phones, I will just quickly see who posted the video. I think we had about 4 to 5 people, and I definitely want to showcase them because they did the work. And today, there's going to be even more people that will post, right? Okay. So here is my LinkedIn screen. And as you can see, what I did is I searched for hashtag Growth Academy Video Challenge. Maybe some of you didn't remember the hashtag, but today when you post, it's Growth Academy Video Challenge. And that allows me to find your videos. So we had Dustin who posted the video. Dustin, today tried to upload the video natively on LinkedIn. And then, of course, here's my video. We had Sheila, congratulations. Stephanie, congratulations. Barbara, congratulations. Samir, Lawrence, Michelle, Sheila again. Okay. So great job for doing the work. I know it was maybe a little bit a lot for some of you. So today we're going to do it, right? There's no surprises today. You know exactly. Yasim says he did as well. Okay, great. You know exactly what to expect today. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to go through the presentation. We'll look at a little bit of theory, but then you must have your draft ready. You must record the video. You will edit if you can. If you don't have the CapCut app installed and you want to do that later by watching the replay, no excuses. You're going to post today. And yeah, so let's get it done. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you. Okay, so what we will cover today, for those of you maybe for whom it is the first day today and don't see me as often, because this is Shanee Moret's channel. I'm Shanee Moret's business partner. I own several businesses. Nowadays, I am primarily busy with investing, but everything that I have achieved, and I will say, I call myself the American success story, the American dream. Everything that I have achieved has to do with being visible on this very powerful platform, LinkedIn. Yeah, quick recap. I'll go into some things, but really, in a nutshell, if you create video on the platform LinkedIn, where your target audience is present, on a platform where there is not enough good content creators, you have an unfair advantage. You get inbound leads for all of the things that you need in your business, whether that is sales, collaborations, partnerships, book deals, speaking engagements. You're trying to attract top talent, whether that is domestically or internationally, worldwide. This is what will move the needle for you. So essentially, the moral of the story is you have to post video consistently. All right, we'll go over video best practices. Of course, we'll do that again quickly. I will show you first how to do it. Then you do it. You'll be given 5 minutes, so don't waste any time. You have to just do it. Go through it, okay? But I will do it first. I'm going to ask nothing of you that I'm not doing myself. Stephanie is asking, how long did it take you to get to your level from when you started in LinkedIn to where you are now? Yeah, that's a great question. And actually, I will address that. I have a slide for that because I can read your mind, Stephanie. All right. So then we go into a workshop where you record and you post. Then we will talk again about how you might have a chance to work with Shanee one-on-one. There's an application process for that. And then we'll look at some questions. Okay, so first of all, what I wanted to do as well is show you the impact of video and how fast it can have an impact. Some of you remember that yesterday, the video I posted was about Bitcoin and how I believe it's a great store of value, and that people should DM me the word Bitcoin strategy. Well, the video has been out for a little bit more than half of a day, and I already got 2 messages. I wanted to show you that, to show you how quickly you get results. So this person commented under the video, I would like to open one, please. I assume she's talking about a Bitcoin account. And then this message I received in my Instagram, because I did post it on Instagram as well. And you can see it's a different language, but you can see the guy tells me the word Bitcoin strategy. All right. So that took me, yesterday? 5 minutes, and not even 24 hours later, I have 2 people who are interested in what I'm trying to do. Is that not powerful? Yes, Shanee is okay. Shanee is okay. She's actually, she's typing C earlier. She said, I love it. That is Shanee. So she's okay. Thank you for asking. All right. So here is the impact of video on my personal account. And I wanted to show that. You see here, these statistics, they start, I think that's in May of 2023. And then towards the right-hand side, that looks like it is September of this year. So you can see that my connections climbed from 5,500 to currently 7,499 connections. And that is all because of the content that I post, which is primarily video based. I listen to what Shanee preaches and teaches, okay? Because if I don't, I get in trouble. I can tell you that. But more importantly, I also want to show you the numbers in the top right corner, the two boxes there. Followers versus following. You can see I have a little bit more than 11,000 followers, but I am myself only following 8,000 people. So what that shows you, that my account is essentially influencing. The focus is primarily on other people deciding to say, well, I want to know what Shankar has to say about business, about crypto, about investing, about mindset, and all of that good stuff, right? And the connections are actually only in the 7,000s. And that is really what our whole philosophy with LinkedIn is not to be a collector of connections. It is to gain influence so that we can have that inbound influence. Now, I operate in certain niches. So, I don't have 1 million followers such as Shanee, although that is definitely possible to achieve depending on how large your target audience is, right? But these numbers that you see in screen have done very well for me. Yes, I'm the owner of 7-figure business, all right? And that is all because of LinkedIn and video. Great. Let's continue. Video recording best practices. Have the right energy. Consider a priming exercise. Well, dang, I didn't do my priming today. Let's do it together, like yesterday. And by the way, our expert in all things mental health and priming told me that I need to breathe in and out through the nose. So let's do it right today. Are you ready to prime with me? Type in prime in the chat. Type in prime in the chat. Come on. Type in prime in the chat. I don't want to do it alone. Thank you. Okay, I see quite a bit of questions in the chat. Please keep them for towards the end when we do the Q&A, okay? Because I got to focus on getting us through the presentation. But now let's prime. I'm trying to do 2 rounds of 10. Remember, Andrea said breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, and we're pumping. All right. Ah, yes. First round done. First round down. Let's go to the second round. Ooh, I am primed, and I hope you're doing it with me. Yes, Stephanie, we don't want to prime while driving. That could become a little bit problematic. All right, next. Get straight to the point when you start your video, all right? So we start our video. We don't make an introduction. We don't say, my name is Shankar, PONCELET, blah, blah, blah. No, we start straight with the hook. We have a clear voice. Don't speak too fast. Voice matters most in our videos. It's important that people understand us. We have good lighting. We saw yesterday that for most people, it's enough to step in front of the window and have the window in front of you, not behind you. We want to make sure that our background is not too noisy, look professional, depending on what your industry is. Just make sure that the background fits. Use hand gestures for those of us who don't have Italian heritage, such as Stephanie and I, by the way, maybe you need to be a little bit more conscious about showing your hands. Don't overdo it, but it really helps a lot to make your videos more impactful. Proper framing, don't be too close, don't be too far away. Leave some space above your head. Yes, I'm going through this a little bit fast today. Yesterday took a little bit more time if you want to rewatch that. But yeah, and then for those of you who have older cameras or older phones, the stabilization is not as good yet. So you want to use a tripod. I use a tripod also, even though I have a newer phone, but I use the tripod because it allows me to show both of my hands in the video, which is very important. Don't be a perfectionist. Everything you learn today is meant for you to get it done. You can be perfect later. I definitely want to see more video posters today than yesterday. Frank Camilleri. He's also an Italian. Nice. We have Shanee. Maybe we can open an Italian squad in Growth Academy. Okay, perfect. You ready to move on? Type in ready in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button. We need lots of likes so that this video goes out to more people. Listen, the way Shanee has prepped and done this challenge with y'all during a week where she has a hurricane, she deserves more likes on this video series than ever before. All right? And also shares, likes, shares, subscribes, all of that. You know the deal. Okay, cool. I'm seeing readies. All right, let's move on. So we're going into the demonstration part. 2 days ago, we made you come up with 2 rough drafts of what you can say, something that has a hook that is contrarian, and then you explain yourself a little bit, and then towards the end, there's a clear call to action. So I'm going to build on what I started yesterday, and I'm going to say the following. So you decided to store your business profits in the world's best store of value, Bitcoin. But should you put it all in at once? All right, so that's going to be my hook. It is contrarian because most financial experts will not even agree with that statement. So that is good. That's a good thing. Then I'll say I recommend something far smarter that will maximize your growth potential. And that is dollar cost averaging. So now I show my expertise that gives me the credential, dollar cost averaging in the world of investing. DCAing, as investors call it, simply refers to splitting your investment capital up in many small chunks and buying a little bit every day instead of all at once. You can DCA for years, like for example, $5 to $100 per day, and you can realize considerable profits like that. Here comes my CTA now. I hosted an entire masterclass about that topic. DM me the word Bitcoin strategy and I'll send you the video. See, this is how you can leverage work you've done previously. For example, you might have a masterclass about something and you can still use that as part of your call to action. So I see a question about is there a template for this script? If you go and look at the first session that we did this week, Shanee explains the framework of the script. But also, as you might remember, we have a custom ChatGPT agent for you that helps you take the rough draft or the script and turn it into a description to post along with your video. Very powerful. I'm going to demonstrate it right now. And then I'm going to give you the link to that custom ChatGPT agent to reward you for being here. But I need to see the word ChatGPT several times here in the chat so that I know that you really want to see this. ChatGPT, there we have Rodrigo is first. Shopservations, great. Okay, thank you. So essentially what I'll do is I will open my chat GPT here. It's Growth Academy Video Description Assistant. That's the name. And then I will essentially copy what I have written out here. And this is already pretty clean. It doesn't have to be that clean, by the way. It can be just a rough draft that you have somewhere. And then I'm going to over to ChatGPT and simply paste it in the window. And yes, so I'm going to get the following. Thinking about storing your business profits in the world's best store of value, Bitcoin, but should you go all in right away? So I think that's maybe worded a little bit more concisely. Not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to go to the bottom. I've hosted an entire masterclass on this strategy. DM me the word Bitcoin strategy and I'll send you the video. That's the call to action. Note how the GPT is very aware that the target audience needs to be defined and that the call to action needs to be there. It gives us 3 hashtags that we can add. Again, with LinkedIn, hashtags are optional, but they do help a little bit, I think. But they are optional. Shanee always says everything in my videos, even the top performing ones, don't have hashtags. Okay, I'm going to give you the link to that now. I'm going to put it in the chat for you. Okay, there we go. Now, don't get busy with the GPT now because you want to watch me do everything first, okay? Just make sure you have the link. Just click it, keep the window open, but don't deal with it now. You want to watch me do this first, and then when I give you time, you can do it. You can do everything. There's a lot to do today. Let's see. Yep. I think this is the moment where I show you. All right, so here's my phone. I'm gonna switch over to it. Share that with you. Okay, we can all see my phone. I'm going to open the camera app. That's where the journey starts. Turn it around, go to the video section, and then use my tripod in front of me. Take off my glasses because I want to avoid the glare. And now we talk about the framing situation. Okay, so let me see. First of all, you all know my window is in front of me, so I have my face lit. That's good. And then I don't want the ceiling fan to be visible, so I'm going to adjust that slightly so we don't have the ceiling fan. Actually, I'll turn it off. You know why? Because as it's turning, I have that shadow flickering. I don't want that. So I'll turn that off. And just to show you that it's important to be aware about what's going on in the background. All right. So let me just quickly do that. Gotta stop it too. Okay, so I like that better. Now the rest I think is good. Both of my hands are visible. I have space above my head. And also, if you can see, my eyes are almost perfectly aligned with that top line of the grid. And for those of you who know about all the thirds and the grids, you know that is good, okay? So let's get started. Gosh, did I have my script in mind? So here's the thing. As I mentioned yesterday, progress over perfection. We're off script a little bit. That is not a problem. Today is not about recording the video 10,000 times once. Today is not about freaking out if you're live and you forgot the script, but no, it is about getting it done. So I will intentionally start the video and I will kind of say something that I don't want in the video so that I can show you how to edit that out when we get to the edit part. All right, sound good? Yasim, don't worry about the grid and the level. That's all part of the perfection, okay? Just act as if I hadn't said that. Okay, let's do. So this is the part of the video that I don't want in it, right? So I'm gonna give myself a visual sign so I know where to edit, essentially hiding my face. And then we get started. So you as a business owner have decided that Bitcoin is the best store of value for your profits. But now you're asking yourself, should I go all in or what? Well, I'm here to tell you there's a better way. You can actually dollar cost average and create even more profits along the way. DCAing, as investors refer to it, simply means that every day you make a small investment. You take your available capital, splice it up into small chunks, and then every day, for example, $5 to $100 a day over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, however long it takes, you buy a micro portion of Bitcoin. That is how I do it, and that will give you great results. As a matter of fact, if you DM me the words Bitcoin strategy, message me Bitcoin strategy, and I will send you the link to an entire workshop I did about DCAing Bitcoin. Awesome! Okay. Thank you, Shanee. Thank you. All right. So now that we got that down, we're going to move over to showing you how to use CapCut to do the editing. So the video is stored in the phone library. So what I will do now is I will go to CapCut, CapCut, I'll open it, and then I will create a new project. I'll tap the new project. Now I will take the most recent video and open it inside of the project. So it's the one that has 1 minute and 29 seconds. So I'll just make sure it's highlighted. And then I'll add it to the project. Here we go. So as you know, I promised you we will do 3 things. We will look at how we can trim the video so that we can cut away elements of the video that we don't need. That's the first thing I'm going to show you. Then I will show you how to add captions that are burned into the video. And last but not least, I will also show you how you can remove wrinkles or clear up your skin, whatever you want to do to visually improve the video. Sound great? Type in ready in the chat if we are ready to learn all of those things for editing. Type in ready. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so essentially, I told you that, by the way, so if I take my finger and I hold it against that bar here that represents the video, I can move around in the timeline. Okay. So my finger, I gave myself a visual cue, remember, where I hide my eyes. And essentially, I don't want that in the video. So I'm going to the part where my hands come down. And then here I start actually talking about what I want in the final video. So in the lower, at the very low bottom of my screen, you can see that I have the option edit. There's a pair of scissors. So I'll tap edit. And now I have in the first position this function called split. So I will use that. I will click split once. And in the timeline, you can see now that all of a sudden my representation of the footage is split into two elements. Now, what I can do is I can select the first element, which is that part that I want removed, and I can simply now click the trash can button. I tab it, it says delete. Tab it, whoops, and it's gone. And now the length of my video is 1 minute and 16. Okay, so we already got rid of that part. So that's good. So next, I want to go towards the end. You remember, I kind of gave that thumbs up. And I think I'm going to take that out as well. So I kind of look at my mouth. I'm done. This is my last word. And I stop talking. So here, edit again, split. And I use the trash can button to delete that as well. Okay, so now we have trimmed down the entire clip to 1 minute and 13 seconds. All the elements that I didn't want in my video are gone. So now we move on to adding the captions into the footage. So I just make sure I have the video selected. And now, no, I think it needs to be unselected. So I'm kind of hovering. I'm with my line. The white line represents where you are in the video. So I am above the video with that white vertical line. And then I tab captions. See, you have edit at the bottom again. Edit, audio, text, overlay, effects, and captions. So I use captions. And yeah, so I can generate them from the video. So they're automatically generated. And see, depending on whether you have the free version of CapCut or not, you have more options. But in the free version, there's one that I kind of like here. It's towards the middle, this one here. So I'm selecting it and then I click generate. So now the captions are being generated, and that might be a pro feature actually. But yeah, so as you can see now, let me play the video briefly, and you can see that these captions are in there, and I didn't have to do anything. The AI recognized my language, and it's putting the captions on there. Now, I do recommend, to be honest, to afford the Pro subscription because there are so many nice elements here. How you can style it is really well done. So there's definitely other, let's see where that was. For instance, yeah, if you wanted something like this, you just select it, and then you have that karaoke kind of style here going on. Okay, so now that's literally all you have to do. Now that part is done. Now on to improving our video visually. Um Okay, so what I'm doing here is I go back into the starting menu. I make sure that I hover over the video clip, and now I look for found it earlier. Maybe I have to tap the clip. Yes. So this is the starting menu, the main menu, if you will. And what I have to do to get to this section is I have to tab, highlight, if you will, the clip. And then along the bottom row, you see all these features again, where we were when we did the split. Now I slide to the left with my finger, and more options come up. And you can see here towards the middle, there is this retouch option. It kind of has a woman's head as an icon. So I'll tap this, then I select face, and the AI recognizes my face. Now, you can see there's lots of options in here. There's teeth whitening, and so on and so forth. But I think what most of you would select to smooth out the wrinkles, if that is what you're going for, is you use the smooth function. Okay, so it's the third option here. It has this little drop. So I'm selecting that, and then you have to slide the intensity of how much smoothing you want to happen, and you can see the more I slide to the right, the more I look like a doll. So I'm going to, just for the sake of demonstrating it, I'm going to slide to 25%, and then I'm going to accept it with the check mark. Okay. So now I have a smooth face from start to finish. I have my captions burned in, and I'm essentially done. uh, yeah, Shanee says pay for pro is really worth it. I agree. I mean, this is, if you're going to be serious about video, you got to have a tool that makes it happen for you. All right, so now that I mean, we could have multiple hours of workshops with CapCut, okay? But we did three things: trimming, adding captions, and also smoothing the skin. So we're ready. In the top right corner, you see the blue button that says export. So I'll tap that. And then basically all the changes that I made to the video are being applied. And in my library, my phone library, the video will be placed now. It's exporting it into my phone. Yeah, we're not going to add makeup today, Shanee. Okay, so now let's get to the part where we post our video. And for that, I'm opening my LinkedIn app. I'm going to the top right corner where we see that square with the pencil, which means post. And now in that white field, lower left, you see that picture icon that gives me access to my phone library. So the video, the last video in my exports here, I believe that's the one I need. Okay. Great. I think I am smooth and I have the karaoke captions. Now on my computer, I go to the chat GPT, I grab the output, I copy it, then I'll paste it in here. There we go. And remember, this is important. We add the hashtag Growth Academy Video Challenge. Growth Academy Video Challenge. So that we can support each other. As soon as this is posted, if you put Growth Academy, hashtag Growth Academy Challenge in the search bar on LinkedIn, all the videos will be shown. Let me double check. Growth Academy Video Challenge. Also important is to have breathing space in those in the description. So let me see. I probably want to add a return here and here. So we have seen through lots of experience, we know that if you give breathing space, space between the lines, it improves with the readability. People like to read text that is not all crammed together. All right, so I'm gonna post this, and then this is good to go. Now I will. Well, let's see. Let's move back to our presentation because I think it's about time for you to give it a try. It's my chat GPT. Okay, so are we ready? I mean, let me look at the chat here for a moment. Yasim says, does the app help with real life wrinkles too? Yes, it does. It does. It definitely does. When will we all be able to add reels to LinkedIn? Emma, that feature that you call reels, it's already available for everyone to add to it. Even if you cannot consume the reels feature yet, the videos that you record in a vertical format that are under 2 minutes are all eligible to go into the video section of LinkedIn. Even on the phone app where it has this scrolling feature, your videos are eligible to go in there, even if you don't see that yet. Okay. All right, so let's see a few more readies because I really want you to do this now. I want you to take your draft. I want you to record the video. I want you to edit it and post it. And I understand that 5 minutes is maybe a little bit tight, so I'm going to increase it to 7 minutes, okay? Because I really want you to do that. Let's get started. It's your turn now. All right. How did we do? Is there anyone who was able to post the video? I know 7 minutes is not a lot, I know, but is there anyone? First of all, I can tell, let's see, there's still a lot of you here. Yesterday, we lost some people on the live stream because it was too scary to post. But a lot of you are still here, so great job on that. Is there anyone who was able to post? Uh, Asifa, later is better than not at all. But yeah, Dustin was not. Anyone who was able to post, let me know in the chat. It doesn't look like it. Is there anyone who is close to posting? You're almost done. Type in almost. You just need some final touches, but it will be posted, let's say, within the next hour. Okay, Stephanie, thank you. Type in almost if there's anyone who's almost there. Okay, Michelle, almost. Wow, Michelle, you're an action taker. Yasim will post. Okay, so let's move on. I do want to go in, let's say, in the early afternoon. I will check. Shanee will check. Okay, because we want to support your videos. The button for smoothing the skin is called is under the retouch section, and then it's the smooth option. Okay, let's see. This slide here is a repeat, but I'll definitely have to reiterate why consistency is so important. Consistency builds trust and lets people really understand what you and your business is about. It's not enough to say something once. You need to say some things you need to say over and over again. Talk about what it is that you know and understand. Talk about what it is that you want. Talk about what kind of strategies and actions and partnerships you are pursuing. And not everyone is going to be able to see every single video of you, but most people who are connected with you, who follow you, will see most videos of you. And that is what's going to build trust. And that is what's going to give you those results. Depending on your industry, you have shorter or longer sales cycles. But as you could tell from what I showed you earlier, sometimes not even 24 hours is enough. There's a lot of power in the numbers. What we are trying to do here is get you to do what we did yesterday and today, get you to do that daily for at the very least 30 days consecutively, maybe even 90, depending on where you are. And we want to get certain metrics moving that matter to you at whatever stage you are in right now. Maybe some of you are looking to increase their influence by having more followers. Maybe others of you are trying to attract more talent, find employees for your companies. Some of you might be preparing a book launch. Some of you might be looking to do a merger with another company and you want to attract partners. So whatever it is, there's power in numbers, and the numbers can only be moved by being consistent. Having a strong brand and having others know what you stand for, what your business stands for, is the most important you can do in an authentic way, by the way, in today's overwhelming presence of artificial intelligence. As you can tell, we at Growth Academy, we believe in leveraging artificial intelligence because the ChatGPT agent that we shared with you is AI. It lets you do that video description much faster, as if you always had to do it by hand. But we also believe in harnessing the power of doing the authentic work, doing the work that lets you stand out, because I can guarantee you 99% of the people that you are connected with on LinkedIn do not consistently post high quality video in short form format. I can guarantee you that is not the case. So you want to be that person. You want to be that company. Now, I will tell you, this is only the top of the iceberg. There's so much more that can be achieved if you do it with someone who can help you, someone who's walking the talk. Shanee, who has built up close to 1 million followers on her LinkedIn account. Shanee, who is advising multi-million dollar businesses that operate domestically and globally. You want to work one-on-one with Shanee, you have the exclusive opportunity right now to submit an application. Let me give you that link, and then you can open the landing page and then definitely start filling out the application. Please have a look at the landing page, because there are certain things, I have pinned it at the top, by the way, for you. There are certain things that are important where you want to gauge whether you are a good fit. There's no point in applying if you are not ready to do things the way we know they will work. So definitely take a look at that. If you have any questions, something that is not answered on the landing page, please feel free to DM me, not DM me, to email me. Here's my email address, shankar@growthacademy.global. Okay, so let's get to the Q&A section now. And you can put your questions in the chat. And if I know the answer, I will give it to you. Okay, so I think this is an important question that a lot of you have. Once posted, are the videos automatically added to the video feed? So let me be very clear. On LinkedIn, every video that you post will be included in the feed. However, only certain videos that meet a certain set of criteria that we have tried to teach you over the past days have a chance to go into the new feature on the phone app. It is visible. Maybe let me show you that again. I think it's a little bit easier to explain what we're talking about. One moment. Go to my LinkedIn app. Okay, so I am in my LinkedIn phone app now. And if you look at the bottom, the second icon, video, I tap it. It gives me this feed that is real, that is TikTok like or YouTube Shorts like, and I can scroll through it. Okay, and this is what we want, ideally, have a chance to be in this feed. And in order for that chance to be given, your videos need to be under 2 minutes, your videos need to be vertical, and your videos need to be actionable. and follow all the best practices we mentioned today. Even if you don't see this feature on your phone just yet, your videos that you post and that meet the criteria are still eligible to be in that feed. But there is nothing that you need to do or that you can select to get it into the feed. Essentially, all you need to do is post a video daily that is vertical, under 2 minutes, and that follows the guidelines that we outlined in the past 2 days. Are the captions a LinkedIn feature or part of CapCut? So LinkedIn has a captions feature built in that is very subtle, that will automatically be applied. It is a very subtle transparent rectangle that will be placed at the bottom of the videos, and the captions are visible. What we saw today, the CapCut burned in, as we call it, the burnt in captions that are burned into the video, that is something that we do with CapCut. And that is separate from those captions that LinkedIn automatically applies. The reason we are showing you that is because, as you could tell from earlier when I showed you the feed of the shorts, most videos that get placed into that feed seem to have burned in captions, even though LinkedIn does have an automatic caption feature. I don't want you to focus excessively on the editing part. What is important first is to be consistent. That matters more. Would you advise to plan video scripts 30 days in advance? That depends a lot on how busy of a business owner you are, in which stage you are, whether you follow a strategy or not, what kind of strategy you follow. So it really depends. But what we definitely want as an overall goal is for you to be as quick on your feet as possible. So that if you're given 5 minutes to come up with a video, you could do it. That doesn't mean that you always place yourself in such a situation, but there's power in repetition. There's extreme power in repetition, and we want you to really get used to posting daily, ideally. How will you know if I got featured in the video section? Emma, that's a great question. You will know, it's kind of hard. You either will, there's no direct way to tell, but there's a good indicator, and that is that all of a sudden your video gets likes and also comments from a lot of second and third degree connections, because the feed is very powerful in exposing that Reels feed is very powerful in exposing your videos to a new audience. So you will see an outlier in engagement. You will also see an outlier in numbers of views, of impressions. Okay, and that's what Shanee just said to answer your question. So 50 to 100 times higher. Do you recommend having any background music or not for LinkedIn? My videos on TikTok that have light background music get more views. You would have to test if you get the same effect on LinkedIn. That may or may not be the case, but for most people, thinking about the background music, Stephanie, is definitely they're not there yet, right? They first need to get the numbers out, and then background music is something for people who really know what they're doing. They can be fast, and so is not what we want to focus on right now too much. So YouTube or LinkedIn, which is the one to record the short? Well, I mean, we recommend primarily focusing on LinkedIn. And when you have a strong base, then we can also transition into YouTube strategies. However, as always, that depends on your business. That depends on where you are at right now. And this is definitely questions like these will be individually analyzed should you decide to work with us. This is a very important comment that Shanee made. Just because a video gets 50 to 100 more views, X more views, does not mean it will get you more clients. You can make a lot of money with the right videos and lower impressions. That's definite. That's very true. Yeah, consistency is key. Are you recommending using CapCut and not making video direct on phone and using LinkedIn captions? I recommend doing whatever is necessary to be consistent. It depends on how much time you have in your day to get it done. Most of the days, I don't have the time to take it to captions, but I will select strategically videos that I specifically create with the intention to get into the special feed with the shorts. If I know, for instance, let's say I have an indication that there's a topic that really has potential to resonate strongly, like almost in an outlier fashion with my audience, then I'll say, I think I'm going to record this video in the best possible and give it all the best possible chances to be in the shorts feed in that new feature, and then I will use CapCut. But most of my videos, being a busy businessman, I just record on my phone. I trim off the beginning at the end, and then I post it. Just get it posted. Also, I should add that as you get more experience with it, these things will happen much quicker. It won't take you as much time anymore. At the beginning, it's not uncommon, that you retake your videos often, and you just have that willingness to be a perfectionist. But that kind of reduces over time because you get better at it, and because you see that just being consistent matters more than anything else. Fantastic. I don't see any more questions. So let's see, there was one. What CapCut adding over just recording video on phone for speed? Sorry, I missed start of this session. So wondered what CapCut adding over just recording video on phone for speed. I'm not sure if I understand that question, Emma, but just rewatch the session. It'll be on here on YouTube. Okay, well, I'm curious to see if anyone did end up posting. So let me take a quick look. And then if that is the case, I'll show it. If not, we will be having a very close look on those hashtags to see if you did end up posting. I don't see anything. Let's see. I don't see anything recent. No. Okay. Just do it. Just do it later in the day and we can have a look. Okay. Thank you for the time that you invested in yourself in getting your business to the next level. Again, the link is pinned to work with us. Definitely click the link now so that you have it. And the landing page is important. Go through everything. And then if you think that you are ready to apply, definitely do it. I would be quick about it because Shanee is a very busy woman. All right. Lots of success to you all and have a great weekend. Bye bye for now.